to the channel, and if you guys are new to the channel, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And in this part of the video, I will be showing you the planting of the first 4 bulbs that I have selected. Okay, and as we can see that one bulb, this one, is yet to sprout. Even though I'm seeing a tiny little portion, yes, it is already starting to sprout, and I've not sprinkled any water, I've not put them in soil. I just bought them and they already contain a lot of moisture. None of them is actually having any roots, but they already contain a lot of moisture in them, which is why they have already started to sprout, because this is also the summer season. And for more explanation on these, don't forget to check out the informative video that I've already posted on the African lily bulbs. It will highlight quite a few important points. So if you have not planted them and you are new to planting these are very rewarding, let me tell you that. So if you get matured bulbs, then you will see flower within a few days. Okay, and if you don't get a matured bulb, or if you buy them like at the start of autumn or during the winter months, then you probably will be having to wait till the summers. So these are very summery, they like a lot of heat and water, and they also contain a lot of roots. Okay, don't switch around them in a pot too much. Wherever you're planting them, keep them in that pot, which is a very good idea. Otherwise, they can go into a sudden shock and like a non-seasonal hibernation. So they usually hibernate during the autumn, winter months and thrive during the summers. Anyway, going on to the potting mix. Well, my potting mix is really simple. They'll have a lot of roots. So have a little bit of more of garden soil, about 40% of garden soil, which is well sieved. The roots like a well sieved garden soil, not too much of brick pieces or stones or chips like that. I have been growing them for like 5 or 6 years, and they do really well every year. So, and they also like a lot of water, just like any lilies love that. So they have a tendency of conserving and preserving water in their bulbs. So so you should be using some kind of a mulch. Cocoa peat is also good, but you can also use sawdust. Use at least 20%. Okay, so that makes the 60% of it. Okay, and the rest 40% you can put a little bit of sand if you want, or just plain vermicompost. Now, why I'm recommending, I usually don't recommend vermicompost, but you can put vermicompost because it helps the plant to get all the nutrients. Like only seaweed is not going to help here. So use a little bit of vermicompost because it suddenly boosts up the plant, helps it to give out a very beautiful, good flower. Okay, and it also helps the flower stay on the plant for long. At the same time, the summer months, if you're using vermicompost in at least 40%, the nutrients will last in the soil for coming at least 3 months or 4 months. That is the exact peak time when these guys are thriving. So use more vermicompost so that next year or possibly the year next, you should be getting another flower out of it, and you won't have to purchase them again and again, because they will start to, if they are well fertilized, they will start to give out or propagate bulbs from the root area. Okay, right next year. Usually they flower one year, then the next year they don't usually flower, because that is not what I've seen. But the coming year they again flower. So they give a gap year in the middle, and in that year they are actually going to throw out teeny tiny little bulbs, which is what they do. So you have to fertilize them really well before they go into a hibernation. All right, lots of talking over there. Let us go over and plant this, guys. My pot is already prepared. Okay, 40% vermicompost, but after that use at least 10 or 15 granules, because these guys are not too prone to pests. Even though sometimes mealybugs can infect the leaves, but they cannot really damage these plants because their main portion stays underground. So use at least 14 or 15 granules in a small cup of water and use in the soil mix. My soil mix with all of these guys is already ready, and it's also moist. And now we are just going to plant them. So these are placed really nicely, and I also took a little bit of soil out, which is what I'm going to be pouring in now. Alright, so my pot is ready. Do not cover the bulbs entirely. Okay, they might catch a little bit of fungus. Come a little up, do not cover them entirely in soil, because they can catch, this area can catch a little bit of fungus. You don't want that happening. So like this, okay. And later on, after the plants has flowered, you can take the entire chunk of soil out of this pot and place it in a bigger pot, okay, because the space over here is small and they give out ton lot of roots. That's pretty much it. Keep them under direct sun. They love the sun, so that's not going to be a problem. And just spray some water from time to time. Just spray some water from time to time and make sure that the soil stays moist. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye for now.